Hello and welcome back, audience. My name is MassiveBrad and welcome back to Going for Goal. Now, before we get into today's episode, I just want to say a huge big thank you for loving the support on the channel. And as always, we're quickly going to recap on the previous. So obviously, jumping back into the previous episode, we played two games. Our first game against FC Nantes, and what an absolutely incredible game it was. Not only did we score our first two goals, we also managed to win the game 3-0. The second game in the previous episode, I was very, very confident for. It was against PSV, and they were yet to win a game in our group of the Champions Trophy. But to my shock, they actually turned up. We actually lost that game 3-2. We did manage to score a goal and get an assist, but sadly we went on to lose that game 3-2. Now in today's episode, it is massive. Not only are we playing Levante in the semi-finals of the Champions Trophy, we then will be playing the final. Now unfortunately, guys, I've been saying from episode 1 and episode 2, there will be straw polls, 4 of them down below in the description and comment section. This is the final episode where they will be down there, so make sure you go and vote if you haven't. Now, sadly, I don't really know what the vote is like right now because I'm actually recording this episode 3 before I've actually uploaded episode 2. That should be going up on Saturday, so realistically, I don't have a clue what is going on, but this is going to be the final time. So when we start episode 4, we'll be starting the Premier League, we'll have finished this pre-season, we'll have hopefully won the Champions Trophy, and then we will have to make some decisions. If the votes aren't great or some are joint, I will have to make that decision, but it's all about going out on loan, the camera angles, the difficulty. So guys, make sure you go down below to the description or the comment section where I have left the straw polls. But firstly, before we get into this game as well, I also want to mention, look at that news article there. Newcastle United seal Ruben Neves for 23.6 million. So we've actually signed him from Wolves. Absolutely shocked. I couldn't believe we signed him. And it's talking there about him making his debut. Now, in the previous episode, I noticed something. I look at this message here from the manager. It says, this is the lineup for today. Darlow, Yedlin, Shaw, Lejeune, Manquillo, Murphy, Shelvey, Diarmi, Kennedy, Muto, and ourselves. So from that, I think that Murphy and Kennedy are on the wings, Shelvey and Diarmi are in the middle, Muto's at a centre forward, I'm at the striker. But when I actually click through to the game against Levante, that sometimes changes. And because in the previous episode I said, right, looks like we've got Muto behind us, and from that we would think Muto is behind us. But when I clicked in, we actually ended up having Jose Perez behind us. So I think it does change. So I'm not going to always look at that. I'm going to make sure we go into the game. So of course, we're facing off against Levante right now. And then I do believe we've got a chance to face off against Ajax in the final if they win their game. And obviously we've already faced off against Ajax and we managed a 1-1 draw in our group. Hopefully this time round we'll manage to get the win. But if we jump into this game against Levante, I'm super excited for it. It's the semi-finals. We're possibly going to look at getting our first piece of silverware. My only worry you can see there is we are not fully fit. We're probably 80, maybe 90% fit. I'm thinking I don't want to miss out for the final. So I'm going to make sure I'm not making stupid runs. I'm not going offside too much. I need to make sure that I'm resting. You can see there as well, the team has changed. We've got ourselves Santiago Munez up top, Muto behind in that centre forward role, which is fine. But then when you look at the midfield, you've got Kennedy, Diarmi, Neves and Murphy. Now, it said John Joe Shelvey was going to be playing with Diarmi, and he's not. We've then got Manquillo, Lejeune, Shaw, and Yedlin at the back, with Darlow in goal. So everyone there, apart from Neves, was on that previous page, but it looks like Neves is making his way to the team. Maybe Benitez changes it after he picks the starting 11, but I think it might just be a little glitch. But let's go ahead and get into this game against Levante, hopefully looking to find a goal or two for ourselves. Let's go, Newcastle. Excited for this game. The semi-finals of the Champions Trophy. Are ourselves going to find a goal? Are we going to win our first piece of silverware? And there we go, Ruben Neves, 23.6 million. That is a good bargain for him. Let's go ahead and get this first half and hopefully see if we can get the lead. Let's win that, lads. Nicely done. Darlow punches. Let's go, Kennedy. Play me in. Nicely done. Let's go. I'm going around there. And Muto, play me in now. And I've made a lovely run in behind now. Hopefully he's going to look at keeping the pace. Let's cut this back. Nice little dink in now. Looking for Muto in the middle. We find Muto. And it hits the post. Murphy, don't be silly here. Nicely done. Neves. Here's Muto. Looking for that ball into the middle. Neves puts it in. I find myself there. And there we go. What a beautiful goal. What a goal. Muto was on the edge of the box. I was thinking, do a call for it. I'm only small. I did call for it. He plays it to Neves. Neves does a little lofted cross in. And I find myself right in front of the ball, getting my foot to it on the volley. That was a decent goal there. Look at this. Neves, little dink in. There I am. Bit of space. Get ahead of me, man. And put that in the top right corner. Here we go. 4 goals in the Champions Trophy. Benitez has got to be looking at us thinking, do you know what? We've got to be starting him. He's absolutely unbelievable. Get a foot in. Nicely done. We've picked the ball up. Let's break forwards now. Muto going out wide. Let's send them out wide. Muto, put me in. Put me in. Ball into the middle. Muniz gets there once again. We get our head to it and it's nearly a second. Play this ball out. Nicely done. Let's win that jump for the header. It's into the middle. I'm not going to be able to get there.
Simon.
Levante coming forwards once again. It's a shot and it's wide of the goal. We're trying to make the right runs. It's just so difficult of working, you know, trying to figure out which way the play is going to go. Let's get back on side. Ball over the top, and that's a beautiful ball. And I'll tell you what, big save from Darlow. That was an opportunity. Should have done a lot better there. Thrown out, and there we go. Referee blows for half-time. We're going in 1-0 up against Levante in the semi-finals. I'm happy with the result so far. I feel like we should be pushing for the second. I don't feel like we're pushing enough. You can see there from our manager feedback. It's 4 thumbs up, an 8.3 rating. Let's go ahead and jump into the second half. If I can find the second or third goal, I will look at substituting myself for the simple reason I want to be in that final. Give it into Neves. Shelby pushing forwards. There's Neves once again. Rondon playing it out wide, looking for Richie. I'm going to look for the ball into the middle. Ball into the middle, I just can't get there. Shot from the edge of the box. And what a goal! Is that Ruben Neves on his debut? I think that is. It is indeed. Ruben Neves signs for 23.6 million and he's just scored a screamer like that. Beautiful bit of business there from Rafa Benitez, signing him for only 23.6 million. Richie puts a ball in, tried to get me head to it, it's cleared away, and he hits it first time on that right foot, and what a strike. Do you know what, I'm going to take the risk, guys. Might not be great, but I'm going to request a sub. Does that mean we are now taking off? And there we go, Muniz off. Jose Perez coming on. Hopefully Benitez not too angry. We're getting a high five. We're getting a shake off Benitez. Tap on the back. Now, this is another thing, guys. Do we simulate the rest, watch the rest, or play the rest? I feel like I might... It's 74 minutes. I might watch the rest because I was going to be playing it. We may as well watch it. Ball into the middle. Yedlin gets there once again. Puts it out for a throw-in. But nevertheless, the referee has blown for full time. And we are through to the final of the Champions Trophy. Let's just hope that was a good tactical move from ourselves. Taking ourselves off in the 70th minute, or the 72nd minute. Hopefully that means we can be fully fit to face off in the final against whoever else got through. Ruben Neves, 1 attempt, 1 goal, and scoring on his debut. Absolutely incredible. Right, and here we are, guys, back at the Central, ready to face off in the final of the Champions Trophy against Ajax. Now, Ajax actually played Feyenoord at half-time. I seen the Feyenoord were actually 1-0 up. Ajax scored back. It ended 1-1, and then they went on to win 4-3 on penalties. Now, I'm super excited because we have been picked for the final, so I'm very happy with that. But we all know that that lineup right there means nothing. We actually need to go into the play match to see whether any of those players actually get selected. I'm just hoping it means that when we get selected, we are actually selected, because it says that we've been selected. When we get into this, we may not have. But there we go. We are selected. Santiago Muniz up top. Muto in behind. We've got Kennedy, Shelby, Neves and Richie in the midfield. Dummett, Lejeune, Lascelles and Yedlin at the back. With Doob, Raka in goal. Now, I've just noticed, I do believe that the keeper has changed. It's normally Darlow, so that's changed slightly. Lascelles is finding his way into the team for the final. Neves is still in there, but he's not fully fit. Richie's in there who's fully fit. Shelby's not fully fit. Muto is fully fit. But ourselves are also not fully fit. Even though I took myself off in the 70th minute, I still don't have full energy. But let's go ahead and get into this game against Ajax. It is the final of the Champions Trophy. Let's hope we can bring it home. And I am ready for this. My very first My Player. And not only is it my first My Player, we've started off absolutely unbelievable. We're in the final of the pre-season, the Champions Trophy. I cannot believe it. We've been playing well. Obviously, I've said to you guys many times that I've got straw polls down below. Episode 4 might be a little bit different. The camera angle might be different. The difficulty. But as I've said many times, guys, this is your last chance to vote on the straw polls down below. Rondon on the bench, Perez on the bench, Ki-Sung Young on the bench, the Army on the bench. I am excited for this. Let's go ahead and get into this first half of the final of the Champions Trophy and hopefully be going in with the lead. Play it over to Neves. Neves played it through to Richie. Richie back to ourselves, looking to Ben one. And again, take it, Muniz! And I've drilled it wide. The team cannot be happy with that. I went for a finesse shot. It took a deflection. It then fell to my left foot. And I tell you what, you can tell which one of my feet is the weak one. Come on, Kennedy, close this down. Ball in behind, surely the keeper's come. Has the keeper come? He hasn't, and that is absolutely shocking. What is the keeper doing? Get it out! And look at that, Ajax are 1-0 up. What did the keeper do? Why was Benitez thinking to swap out our keeper? Darlow has been absolutely on fire, and we decide to change the keeper, and look what happens. The keeper comes out, and what is that? I mean, what's our defender doing as well? Why isn't he on the line? He runs straight off the pitch. Keep the pressure on, lads. Don't let them come forwards again. Don't let them out of their half. And nevertheless, the referee blows for half time. We're going in 1-0 down. Silly mistake from our keeper. It wasn't good at all. He committed. The ball goes past him. Our defender run off the pitch. He didn't even stay on the line trying to do anything. And I mean, when you look at the stats, we're doing better when it comes to shots. But realistically, there's not much more we can do. 6.2 rating. The manager is giving us 4 thumbs up. He's very happy with how we're playing. The rest of the team is just not playing well. Especially Matt Ritchie on that right side. He's having an absolute shocker so far. Oh, look at this. Dolberg in behind. Big save from the keeper. And Kasper Dolberg nearly making it 2-0. Shelby going off. Looks like the army is coming on. Come on, let's get a foot in here, lads. Look, they're passing round yet. Another shot. And it's in the back of the net. 2-0 Ajax. And put tackles in for you. Lascelles kicks it out. Let's try and win this. Play me in now. Here we go. We've got to make this count. We have got to make this count. Let's go forward. Let's hit this. Trying to bury it. Keeper pulls off. An absolutely incredible save. They're coming forwards again. Shot off. There we go. 3-0 Ajax.
That's a very tidy finish.
They deserve this, to be honest. They fully deserve this. Our defence has been shocking. Our midfield have not done well at all. It's a good kick, but I mean, he's looking for me once again. Let's try and win that. Nicely done. Play the army in now. Oh, it's not a great ball from ourselves. Let's try and play Rondon in. Beautiful ball. Rondon to put this in the back of the net. He finds the back of the net. We get an assist, but it's nothing. It's literally nothing. There was 2 minutes added on. We find ourselves in the 93rd minute. Good bit of football there. We managed to get ourselves back on our feet. Play it through to Rondon. It's a beautiful goal from Rondon. We get the assist. I'm happy to get an assist, but realistically, it's far too late now to come back. As soon as this ball's kicked, I'm sure the referee is going to blow for full time. And there we go. As I said, a few more kicks of the game, and the referee blows for full time. Sadly, we get a real nasty defeat in 3-1 against Ajax. The lads at the back didn't play well enough, and unfortunately I thought we were going to be in that ceremony, but we're not. Ajax win the Champions Trophy. And here we are, guys, back at the Central for the final time in today's episode. As you can see there is a news article. Muniz continues to perform. I think we've done very well. Pre-season, we were 69/70 rated. Bagged ourselves 4 goals, got 2 or 3 assists. I think we played very well. Whether Benitez is going to start selecting us in the Premier League and the starting 11, we're facing off against Spurs, Cardiff and Chelsea. There are 3 games in the Premier League. So this is the time, guys, where you have to vote on the straw polls down below, because one of the big questions is, should we go out on loan? Do I need to say to Benitez, look, I know I'm not going to get in the team this year. I need to really be getting games, though. I need to start my rating going up. I need to go out on loan. And do you know what? I've just seen something there and I didn't realise, but we actually got player of the competition announced with Santiago Muniz. I am very happy with that. But as I was saying, is Benitez going to play? As I'm sure when we get to this first game against Spurs and the second game against Cardiff, we will have an idea whether we are in any plans of Rafa Benitez when it comes to his starting 11 or starting on the bench. But nevertheless, guys, that is going to do it for today's episode. Make sure you vote down below in the straw polls. It's your last chance. It's episode 3. I won't be putting the straw polls in any more episodes. But if you have enjoyed today's video, please do give it a big thumbs up for me. Don't forget to drop your comments down below. If you're new around here, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. And I've been Massive Brad. Peace out.